It's not because I like the bad boys or whatever. I like nice guys. But
No, no, you don't. And women need to stop saying this if it's not true. If there is a nice guy that shows up in front of you, shows you that he's attracted to you, loves you, cares about you, appreciates you, takes good care of you, does right by you, etc., and you don't date him,
These self-proclaimed nice guys need to accept the fact that they're not nice guys. It is very hard to find a self-proclaimed nice guy who does not feel entitled to a woman's affection simply because he thinks that he is nice. This entire video that he did is a 2-minute and 42-second rant about how women claim to like nice guys, and he's an 11 in personality, but they don't want to date him, so obviously they don't like nice guys. It's an entitled mindset that they have in which they believe that if they keep inputting nice, women are supposed to output sex. They view this relationship as transactional, like a vending machine. Nice is quarters and sex are a bag of Doritos. It doesn't matter that a woman states that she is attracted to nice guys and isn't attracted to you particularly. If she's not attracted to you, it doesn't matter how nice you are, she's not attracted to you. It doesn't mean that she's not attracted to nice guys, but you having this entitled attitude that she is required to be attracted to you because she has a preference for nice guys means you're not a nice guy. Do you see the nice guy paradox going on here? If you think that you're a nice guy and you treat women right so they should want to date you, then you're not being a nice guy for the purpose of being a nice guy, meaning you're not a nice guy. Now, the next part of this video is actually very disturbing, and for some people you may not understand why, so I'm going to play it and then explain to you what is such a big red flag about this.
they just end up being bad guys, but I don't know that they're bad guys because they don't show that they're bad guys during the first date. Okay, so why don't you date nice guys? Guys that you know are nice. Oh, because nice guys just end up not being nice. Okay, but how do you know? Oh, because these guys say that they're nice, but they're not really nice. So because these guys say that they're nice guys, but they're not actually nice guys, these guys that you were never going to give a chance to anyways, definitely don't have a chance now.
Alright, now that you've seen it, let me tell you, that is incel talk. This is how incels are born. Incels majority of the time radicalize themselves. Yes, many of them start in the red pill and pickup artistry forums, and then they start moving into black pill, dark triad, and eventually end up on incel forums. But they radicalize themselves by seeking out that information themselves and doing these self-talk roleplay scenarios. He is actively making up a scenario and role-playing it out in self-talk to attempt to justify his views on women. And these people will continue to do this self-talk and this role-play, looping and building off of each other till they radicalize themselves into this belief that the reason why they are not successful as women or that women are evil creatures. That's the core belief of an incel, that their issues with relationships are not internal and something that they need to work on, but that they are involuntarily celibate because women are these evil, destructive creatures out to ruin their lives. In his video, he talks about women's excuses hurting the people they claim to have a preference for.
What are you talking about, Dev? Women can have their own preference. Yeah, but if you keep saying this thing and you don't act on it, and you keep making up excuses as to why you're not acting on it, and those excuses are hurting the people that you were talking about with the first thing, it's not a preference if it's not true.
That's incel talk. And the next and the last part of his video show why people who go down this path on self-radicalization into incel are such a danger to women.
Because most nice guys look like this. I've said this before. I am an 11 when it comes to personality. I am an 11 when it comes to loving you and taking care of you. Not like that, but you know. But to get to that, you have to get past the 6 visual, and not a lot of women are willing to make that commitment. And that's perfectly fine. Just don't lie about it. You want a bad guy because they're more thrilling, they're more adventurous, they're more unpredictable, they're more fun, and they're more physically attractive. That's perfectly fine. But again, don't lie about it.
You can see right there, he's already locked it in his head the way that men have success with women is to be dangerous. That if you want to have a relationship with an attractive woman, you have to be the bad boy, scary, dangerous, abusive, and thrilling for her. And this is why incels start role-playing out on their forums these abuse fantasies that they have towards women. Because they've convinced themselves that you can't be a nice guy because women just lie about being attracted to nice guys. You have to be the bad boy abusive guy. So if you want to be successful with women, you have to abuse women. And unfortunately, the comments on his video have told me that he's not going to listen to anything anyone says to him. He's going to continue the path to self-radicalization because according to his comments, he's already done a 3-hour podcast on this subject. The amount of devotion, time, and energy you have to put into making a 3-hour podcast on something can be seen as an obsession. I post pretty regularly with a decently large following on multiple platforms and have a podcast. There is no way that I would sit and make a 3-hour podcast on most subjects. But all of this put together is just one giant walking red flag. But it's very important that you know the signs of those red flags and what to look out for. And this is probably the most perfect example that I could find.